Hey, it's Simon here from Simon Keith Studios. I really enjoyed going on YouTube and watching top 10, so today I'm going to put in my top 10 pick. One of my favourite games of all time is the Super Smash Bros. Series, and I really enjoy playing Brawl on the Wii. It's practically the only game I play these days. In fact, the game is so famous. Some of the characters on it are practically more famous in Brawl than they are in, their respective franchises. So today, I'm going to make a top 10 video on the characters that are more famous in Super Smash Bros. Brawl than they are in their respective franchises. Okay, number 10, Meta Knight. Now, I know Meta Knight's pretty big in certain Kirby games and quite a main character, but he is just so overpowered with his rapid sword attacks in Super Smash Bros. Brawl that he's practically become so famous in this game, he's probably more famous than he ever was in the Kirby franchise. I've always had my friends telling me that I can't play him because he's way overpowered and all this other sort of stuff. So he comes in at number 10. Okay, number 9. Another one. Captain Falcon. One of my favourite characters of all time, ever since the original Bros game on the 64. Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch. Oh, what a move. And pretty much is the sole reason he is here. He is so iconic to the series. Like, if they remove him in Smash IV, I'm practically going to destroy the game. But man, F-Zero was great, but no, nothing can beat a true awesome Falcon Punch. Okay, number 8, Pit. Now, he probably would be higher on this list since his original game was on the NES, which is, I don't know, before I was born. But since they re-released Uprising, that sort of got him a bit of credit in his own game now, so he's kind of lost that thing he had, and it's what's brought him down the list. But really, similar to what the Fire Emblem characters did, I think Pit was a good installment because it encouraged people to bring out some of the older games of, like, Kid Icarus, as we saw in the Uprising, which, well, I practically got as soon as I got a 3DS. And yeah, it was a good game. I really like Pit. Number 7, Martha Knight. I know I should be doing one character, but these characters are kind of exactly the same in where they come. Fire Emblem's a good game, but not having original installments on the NES in English-speaking countries kind of put them down here on the list. Since the Game Boy, there's had an installment of every Fire Emblem, but still, Fire Emblem is a different game than other Nintendo games, and it's what put them on this list. Partly, they're famous heavy hitters, which makes them very unique in the Brawl series. And that's what's put them on the list. 6. Smash Hammers. Okay, these aren't a character, but they're pretty iconic to the series. But they're not actually from the series. In fact, Smash Hammers date back to the Donkey Kong arcade game. If you got one of these, you could then use it to smash around, destroying all the barrels that Donkey Kong was sending down. And you know how they are the same? Because they play the exact same tune when you pick them up. And Donkey Kong was an old game, so I guess people kind of forgot the hammers were there, but that's where they're from, and they are now a pretty iconic thing in the Brawl series. Alright, now we're getting into the characters that we wonder why they're even in the game. Number 5, Mr. Game & Watch. Okay, this character is pretty iconic, dating back to Nintendo's original console, the Game & Watch, but I don't really know who he was until I was educated by some Nintendo fans, and it still puzzles me why he's in the game. Of course, it's kind of good to get the retro feel, but the Game & Watch is like, what, over 20 years old now? Do people even remember that stuff? Number 4, Jigglypuff. Now, I know why Jigglypuff is still in the series, because she is one of the original 12, but Jigglypuff hasn't been very important since that first Pokemon series of the anime. Oh, they were good days. Sorry, I should be more mature. Jigglypuff's singing ability and unique play make her an interesting character, but, she's not really that famous in Pokemon anymore. She's past her time. Now we're into the top 3. The ones that really, why are they still in the series? Ness and Lucas. Well, I know Ness was in the original game, and Lucas, well, it was related to the Game Boy, but these games were never released in Australia or Europe. So why are these characters in the game? I'm sorry, like, there's no way I can technically legally get my hands on NES game or Lucas's because they're not. Nintendo, could you either re-release Earthbound like you did with the Punch-Out series or just remove them? Alright, number 2. The Ice Climbers. Alright, when I first saw them, I was like, alright, who are these guys? And then I find out that they're on a NES game. Now, I'm not sure if they had any other installments since then, but to me they haven't. Because I haven't heard of any of them. These characters, like, why are they still in this game? It's just... Okay, they're interesting characters to play, but they've got no relevance to modern day Nintendo. It's just... They're a little arcade game of the past, like Donkey Kong. At least Donkey Kong got some re-installments. Come on, why are the guys still in the game? Okay, you probably want to know what number 1 is. Well, I'll tell you. It's Rob. Why? Well, because Rob's not only more famous in Smash Bros than he is in the original game, Gamming, he's even more famous in Mario Kart DS, because he was like, what, my favourite character with good handling and speed. So the fact is, he's more famous in 2 games that are not his own. And really, that's what's put him at the top of this list. I didn't even know who Rob was until I found out he was not even a character in a game. In fact, he was a robot operating buddy that went with the Gamming series as some kind of like toy. So Rob's not even a character as much as a figurine that you could get with an old NES game. Like seriously, what's he even doing in this series? This series I thought was for characters who are in games, not just watching games, whatever Rob does. Well, that's the end of the list. Alright, so that's my top 10 characters who are more famous in Brawl than they are in their respective franchises. For all we know, there could be a few more popping up when Smash IV comes out later this year. I hope you liked my video. If you want to subscribe, you can, although I don't have that much on my channel. I'm trying to get more, and hopefully in the future you can see a few more top 10s of mine. Thank you for listening.